The man's face was covered in rotting flesh, and the rotting flesh had a mind of its own. It constantly screamed that it would torture him to death. Unable to bear it any longer, the man sought out Black Jack, no matter the cost. He wanted this strange affliction cured. Black Jack immediately arranged for surgery, but just as he was about to make the incision, the rotting flesh suddenly awakened. It flung Black Jack to the ground with a single sweep, and issued a threat. It would remain on the man's face for a lifetime. No one could ever separate them. Not long after, the man regained control of his own body. He had no memory whatsoever of what had just happened. Black Jack concluded that he suffered from a split personality. The rotting flesh was the manifestation of his violent persona. In order to proceed with the surgery smoothly, he had to strap the man to the operating bed and administer general anesthesia. After 8 hours of surgery, the rotting flesh was finally completely excised. But looking at the man's real face, the assistant felt he had seen it somewhere before. Soon came the day to remove the bandages. Black Jack never expected that unwrapping the gauze would reveal that same terrifying face again. The rotting flesh angrily threatened Black Jack to stop meddling. Black Jack's composure shattered. He could not accept that his operation had failed, so he planned to forcibly recapture the man and continue treatment. But unfortunately, the violent persona possessed immense fighting strength. Black Jack was simply no match for him. In the chaos, a scalpel dropped to the floor. Black Jack seized the opportunity. He avoided any vital spots and made the man go into shock. There was no time to waste. Black Jack hurriedly performed another surgery. This time the operation was remarkably successful. After removing the bandages, the man's face returned to its original appearance. Yet upon seeing the man, Pinocchio was suddenly overcome with a deep sense of dread. She too felt as if she had seen this person somewhere before. Black Jack demanded that the man pay the medical fees. The man told him to follow him home to get the money. Black Jack thought nothing of it and agreed. An uneasy Pinocchio hid in the trunk and followed along. Soon they arrived at the man's house. The moment Pinocchio saw the man in sunglasses, she instantly recalled, wasn't this the serial killer wanted in the newspapers? She quickly banged on the window to warn Black Jack, but it was already too late. Without hesitation, the man struck Black Jack unconscious with a club. In truth, he never intended to pay at all. Ever since his face became that way, his urge to kill had diminished. He sought out Black Jack to cure the strange disease, only so he could return to his old ways and continue killing. Suddenly, the man's body began to convulse violently. His face reverted once more to the mass of rotting flesh. In the next second, the second personality seized control of the body. It drove the man to leap off the cliff. It turned out that the terrifying face was the man's kind personality all along. It had persistently refused to let Black Jack operate, because it did not want the man to commit further crimes. Watching the man on the verge of death, Black Jack felt a conflict deep within. In the end, he chose to save the man, because letting him die like that would be letting him off far too easily. He ought to face the law, and pay the price for his heinous deeds.